plays stuff. Katie plays stuff.
Hey, I'm Katie, and this is Katie Plays Stuff, where I play stuff for you. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys a little story. Sorry I look absolutely terrible right now, and I was wearing this sweater in the last video that I posted, but I kind of wear it all the time now. I love this sweater. Anyway, something happened to me recently, and I felt like I should just do like a quick story time. I don't think this is going to be very long, probably 5 minutes, honestly. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in my life, in my paranormal life, because a lot of you have been asking me for updates on the man in my basement and the ghost in my house, and you want to know what's going on with that. Pretty much nothing has happened since then. Since the last video I posted, if you have not watched it, I'll leave the link down below, when a spirit opened my bedroom door while I was, laying in bed one night. Nothing has happened since then. And that's kind of the way it is in my house. Something will happen like 1 month. It'll happen for like 3 days straight. And then 3 months down the road, something else will happen. So it's very sporadic. It doesn't happen every day. So if you guys don't know, I love everything and anything paranormal. I feel like I've been thinking of a lot of different stories I could tell you guys from my childhood, like when I saw like this shadowy figure in my bedroom when I was 8 years old, or these really scary dreams that I would have literally every day. I kept having the same dream over and over for like a year and a half. And I feel like there's different stories I could tell you guys, so I've just been trying to think of stuff, and I've been writing it all down so that I can tell you guys. I've also been keeping, not a dream journal, I've been keeping like a dream journal on the side, but I've been keeping like a paranormal journal, where anything I find significant that happens, I write it down. I'll show you. So anything that like I think is important, I write in here, and it's right next to the bed. So as soon as I wake up in the middle of the night, I can write it all down. So like I have something from August, something from September. My last one that I wrote was actually September 17th. So yeah. I don't know, there's different stuff that I can tell you, which is very exciting. So if you're interested in hearing any of my stories, please let me know. I know that I'm in the middle of a bunch of games, but I was thinking since I didn't do anything for Halloween, it would be kind of cool if like every once in a while I just post like a scary story or something that happened to me. But anyway, let's get on with what happened the other night. So I have very vivid dreams. Dreams to the point where I wrote it down in my notebook. I remember pretty much all of my dream when I wake up the next day. Like, last night I dreamt that I was in this hotel and I was with all these people, and then we went to this concert, and then we went and had dinner, and like, it's almost like I'm living in another world. Like, I can remember, it's not like it's just one thing. Like, I dream about one thing and then I wake up. It's like I have a full-on vacation in my dream, which is so cool. The other night, I dreamt that I was at school, and I had a full day of school. I went home after school the next day, and I bought a coffee. I was making breakfast. I was getting ready to go to school, and then I decided I was going to skip school, and my teacher caught me, and the teacher chased me down the hallway, and it's like I remember everything in my dreams. I don't know why. But anyway, to make a long story short, let me actually get on with what happened. So I have very vivid dreams. And I was laying in bed one night, and I was dreaming, and I remember the specific dream because I was with Shannon, and we were talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and we were watching TV. Like, I literally dream about boring stuff. It's terrible. So me and Shannon were watching TV, and she said something about this guy on TV who was dancing, and I said, "Oh, that looks like Seth Green." And Seth Green was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer for like a couple seasons. And so I was like, "Oh, I love him, and I miss him on Buffy." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I like that show too." And then I woke up. And so I woke up, and this happens pretty much every night. I wake up around 3 to 4 in the morning. I toss and turn. I watch a little bit of George Lopez, and then I go back to bed. So this night, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was just turning over. I think I was on one side, and I was just flipping over to the other side. And our hallway door is always open, so my side of the bed is closest to the door, and the door is always open because my cats go in and out in the middle of the night. My dog needs to go get up and like pee on his pee pad, and so we keep the door open every night, but it's pitch black outside. And so I wake up and I turn and I look out the hallway door. Probably just me like flipping over in bed. So I was just flipping over towards the hallway door, and I have the TV on the side. So the TV light is in the hallway, and that's the only light that's in the hallway. And I look out into the hallway and I see a man standing there. And he wasn't even standing there. He was kind of like hunched over in the doorway looking back at me, like this. And I don't remember what his face looks like. All I remember was that he was wearing a bright orange fluorescent sweatshirt. Like, not a fucking ghost with like some overalls on and like, you know, a plaid shirt. Like, he didn't look like a ghost. Like, this was a fucking dude who broke into my house. Like, that's what he looked like. And there was a guy standing in my doorway of my bedroom looking back at me with a bright orange hoodie on. And on the hoodie, there was like skeleton ribs on it, almost like it was like a Halloween kind of sweatshirt. And so I woke up, imagine waking up in the middle of the night, turning over and looking at your bedroom door, and there's a fucking man standing there in a skeleton hoodie, staring back at you. And this was just like a split second. I saw him, he saw me, and then he darted out of the room. Or not out of the room, like out of the doorway. And I didn't hear him move. I just saw him dart away, and I was like, and I just stared at the door, and my heart fell into my stomach, and I felt, oh my god, there's a fucking man in my house. Like, literally, he broke in, and I just caught him looking at me, and I'm gonna die. And I didn't hear anything after that. I just kind of sat there in horror for a second, and I didn't hear anything. And my house is super creaky. Like, if you do anything, if you just walk, you can hear the floor creaking. And so I didn't hear anything. Like, I heard him, or I saw him dart away out of my view, but I didn't hear him running away. I didn't hear him opening up my door and running out of the house. Like, nothing. I didn't hear anything. And so I sat there for maybe 20, 25 minutes, just staring out into the hallway. I sat up like in bed with my phone light, and I shined the light out into the hallway, and I didn't hear anything. And I thought maybe I just made it up, but it was just so weird because, like, I just don't know how I could have made it up because it was like a fucking guy in my doorway. And so finally Brennan wakes up because he sees the light of my phone, and he's like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you up right now? And I said, I know this sounds really crazy, but I just saw like a guy in the doorway. Like not the old man ghost in our house, like a fucking guy in an orange sweatshirt, like a real person in the doorway. And I explained it to him, and he got freaked out, of course, like anybody would. And he checked the whole house, and he went down into the basement. He checked all the closets. All the doors were locked. There was nothing in the house. He checked every inch of our house. It's not that big of a house. There was nobody here. And I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know if I hallucinated. I don't know if I was dreaming and like my dream came to life and I saw something in real life. But it was so weird. It was like I saw him and he saw me, and he was like, oh my god, she saw me, and he like ducked out of the way. It was like an intruder. That's what it was like. But I knew I was awake. I knew it was real. I knew I saw somebody there. I mean, I knew it down to the fucking picture on his sweatshirt of the skeleton ribs. Like, what? So I just chalked it up to being like a dream. Like, I don't know, maybe I woke up and my dreams are just so vivid that I see something for a second and then I don't know. So that was that. And then last night, nothing happened. That was like a week or two ago. And then last night I was in bed and I went to bed like always. And I woke up in the middle of the night like always, because I always wake up around 3 or 4 a.m. And I don't really even know how to explain it because it just doesn't make sense to me because I still don't know what it is. But I woke up in the middle of the night and I opened my eyes and they're right next to the bed. Literally, like, here's the bed. This is the thing. like, say you just turned around and there's somebody standing right here. Like, this is how close they were. I opened my eyes and there is a pretty short, not like a tall thing. There's like I don't know what the fuck it is. Like a person about maybe this height, because if I'm on the bed and the bed's this tall, I mean, the person can't be, it was like a small person. And they were like, their face was right in my face, and it was just like the shadow of a something looking back at me. And so I opened my eyes, and there was like something standing next to the bed looking back at me. And it didn't have a face, it didn't have like any features, it was literally just a shadow figure standing right next to the bed staring back into my face. And the only reason I knew it was a fucking shadow figure, or whatever the fuck it was because I couldn't see past it, you know? It blocked my vision. Usually I wake up and I can see my dresser and my closet and, you know, the TV, and I just turn over and there's a figure right here next to the bed staring back at me. And I didn't do anything. I thought I was dreaming again. I thought it was just, you know, whatever. And so as I see this thing, I quickly throw the covers over my head, because that's what I always used to do when I was little. If I ever got scared, I would throw the covers over my head. And so I just put the covers over my head, and I was just laying there for a little bit, and I like peeked out of the blankets, and there was nothing there. And I didn't hear anything walk away, I didn't hear any other noises, there was just nothing there. And it was just another fucking random ass thing that happened when I woke up in the middle of the night. And I keep asking myself, why do I keep waking up around 3 to 4 a.m.? Like, why? What is waking me up? And I don't know, maybe my body is just having very vivid dreams. Maybe I just wake up and like my dream becomes a reality for a quick second and then it goes away. Or maybe something is waking me up. I have no idea. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that I would share that story with you guys, because I didn't want to just tell you about the guy in the hallway, because that was, I don't know, that was it. It was like a 5-minute quick story. But then it happened again last night. And it wasn't the guy in the hoodie, but it was something else. It didn't even have any features. It was just a big blob of nothing, but it was blocking my view, and it was right next to the bed. And I'm just getting scared that whatever it is started in the hallway, and whatever it is made its way into the bedroom and is now standing right next to me. And I don't know if it's getting closer. I don't know if the fact that I'm talking about it right now is making it worse. All I know is that I'm scared. And you can tell that I'm not lying right now. Like, there is no lying, because I have a fucking notebook with my stories in it. Like, I would not lie about this. I would not write it all down if it wasn't real. Alright guys, well, leave a like on this video if you're interested in hearing more stories. Please leave your comments down below. Should I be scared that whatever this is getting closer? Should I be scared that it's getting close to my bed, literally right next to me when I wake up? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.